Hey guys, let's look at a game that my student played. This was something we looked at in a lesson. There's some good stuff to see. Okay, let's take a look. Um, and we can start here. In this video, we're going to be asking why a lot. If you want to get better, go ask why you're doing something. And you don't have to make it personal, like why did I do it? Here's my reasons, but rather, what is the stone saying? Okay. Here's what you're probably thinking. Well, I'm attacking A, helping B, since A is weaker, B is being helped. Extending from C, playing in a big area. Okay, well, let's start with the A stone. It can run to the corner, it can run to the side, it can run to the center. When a group has three options, it's healthy. Because when you take one of them away, he can casually move out in either direction he wants. Okay. Did we attack A? Well, we can run to the corner, run to the side, a little limited. I mean, one line less, but it's not like black has a wall there. Next move, we come in. I mean, for instance, black, white, black. We can run to the side. He says, no, you can't come to the center. Well, just keep going. Easy life is what I'm saying. So it's not a false step to the right. It's a real step to the right. Yeah. So black still has three options for health. So we didn't attack. We bothered the stone more, but no real change. Okay. Next, we say, well, we also helped B because, bothering A helps B. Well, is that black stone weak? Not in the slightest. One black, one white. It's equal. If black's weak, then white's weak. And it's so the defense, dare I say, is meaningless. Next, well, we're playing in a big area and developing area 4. You're not developing area 4. It's undercut on both sides. Black can't take area 4 in one move. You can barely take it in two moves. So it's a generic move. Black's move there, generic. It's all playing a big move so that something will most likely happen in the future that's beneficial. Generic, nothing specific about it. Okay, so let's change it up. That's an attack. White can no longer move to the right without specialty emergency contact moves, and which all help black. A real attack, or a real, I want to stabilize in the corner, or since I'm not weak there, I just want to play a big move. All of these are specific, and we can name their goal easily. So this is generic and very difficult to play well. Okay, a white plays here. Let's look at the options. A pretty much was saying, I want to bother B. Well, let's look at that. First, again, our C stone is not weak. We do not need to defend C. Okay. So instead, we'll try attacking B. Attack, attack. White will most likely play here. Okay. We picked up the corner. Not that it's cash right now, but it's pretty nice looking. White's still weak, doesn't have eyes, right? Doesn't have any eyes yet. All in Sente. So very beneficial. Our first move allowed us to start doing specific things. So that would make sense. And of course, we can do it on the other side equally well. Black kicked. White jumps. White jumping is a way to just get out of trouble. So, for instance, let's say we hit his weakness this way, and let's have white fix on top. Well, we just say Atari, Atari, and white has a very nice group. So, white, if white's looking for defense, white doesn't care if you play here because white played lightly. We could jump out, which pretty much doesn't affect white at all, nor does it necessarily take the points in the corner. This one does take corner points, removes the 3-3. What's white going to do? Let's have white surround black. Atari. All the black stones here are alive now. Black has all these points. White has no eyes, no points, and a cut. Knight's move cut. That's no good for white. White needs to be playing this way. Well, N2's double Sente. We take it. Assuming he plays here, let's drop down. White didn't get an eye. We can connect if we want. If white says, no, you can't connect, absolute gote, didn't take a point, didn't take an eye. So white gets out, and then we can do whatever we want. So I'm trying to point out the difference between generic plays and specific plays. Okay, so black plays here. White plays away. Black plays a big move. Okay, this is a gross example of genericy. Oh, a new word for the English language. Genericism. A very generic move. Black can close his open skirt as he attacks. Black can stabilize with B. Black can take the corner and stabilize with B. Black can start the attack at D. Black can still come under at E, which takes the corner big time. There's so many things to deal with existing situations. So the principle, and it's a proverb, although it doesn't sound like a proverb, don't play away from the action. There's so much activity on the board, and black just says, I don't care about it. I'm just going to play a big move. None of that none of that other stuff matters. No, the other stuff matters most. Okay, white. Pinch makes sense. Come out. And notice we're attacking white. Black comes out. Black comes out for defense, but also fourth line to keep the pressure on the group we're attacking. White says, I'm going to live in the corner. Black says, I don't really care. What? Of course you care. White's not alive now, and you just took points in Sente because white's not alive. Okay, and the move itself on top for black, very hard to know what it's doing. If we play here, we settled our group. If we play here, we took the corner and supported our group. This move, very hard to know what it's doing. Okay, white, black. This is a classic double Sente. If white gets it, he's very alive, and all this stuff gets really nasty. And if black plays it, white's got to defend himself. It's a double sente, so don't miss that. Black contacts, that's a fine idea. Forcing white to live locally, but he's getting well worth the effort on the left. So that's a good example. He played a generic A. Hopefully it will be used sometime in the future. Bam, B says, see, I'm using it right here, right now. It's become very specific. A turned out well. They don't always. They're just in general moves that we hope will be useful in the future. This one was. It's still not best. We need to get back to attack with A. You're so weak on top. Maybe play B to help yourself. Tax is so many things to do. So this isn't one of them. But locally, it's big. Not just Eki, we won't get into it. Okay. White comes in. White seems to be saying, I don't want you to have all those points. I'm going to come in and try to force a situation where you don't get them. Black says, I don't really want that. I'd rather attack you. I think that's appropriate. White's pretty weak. White should be thinking of A or B or C, something to deal with all the local situations. But white plays here, black, white, cut, yes. And now if A is Sente, which I believe it is, should play it. Very big move in Sente. If it's not Sente, you can't afford to do it. It doesn't mean anything. Because it's like, if it's not Sente, ooh, I'm going to take that area. And white says, no, you're not. And so it doesn't mean anything unless it's Sente. Capture the cutting stones, good. Help the A stones. Perhaps develop the little B area. It's not so little. Keep white weak. I like it. And now that local picture seemed right. And by that, I mean the two A stones, they never defended themselves. They never dealt with the corner. So it's like a step missing. If that's true, we should be fixing. Let white have it and just get back. Now you have territory, life. White's not alive, didn't get the territory. Now, giving white the Panuki, perhaps we can say that's just, we can't do that. Okay, but we should see this was the picture black wanted. And you look at it, oh, it's a nice picture. And I personally think it's reasonable because we capture the cutting stones in the middle. So what's the Panuki doing? Attacking something? No. Taking the points away? Well, he's already undercut. It's just, yeah. So I like what black did. Black comes out instead. Okay. Sorry. White comes down. Capture. Atari. So do we save or not save? Well, if white captures, black can recapture. White only got, what, 1 point out of the deal in Sente? More than that, because now white has no eyes. If black plays away, which black did, if white captures, white's just alive. And black has serious weaknesses. I would call this Sente. Okay, white, black went this way, which I don't think works very well because white can come down and there's no real cut here, right? White can easily find life however he wants to find it. White captured. Let's talk about Ko. I was I didn't understand Ko very well all the way up to 5 dawn. I was afraid of Kos. And 56 years ago, my first year playing Go, I didn't understand Ko at all. I couldn't even grasp what does it mean? I was lost. I've always found it difficult. The key is who's risking what. So on this board, if black starts the Ko, what's the risk? Is he risking the A group? No, they'll be fine. Is he risking the B group, like those stones getting out? No, they'll be fine. What's he risking then? Really, not much. What's white risking? Life. Whole thing could die. Time to play Ko. It's a flower viewing Ko. In Go history, that's what it's always been called. Is a annual festival at the cherry blossoms. There's a place where they have these gorgeous cherries, trees, and the blossoms and the lights, and you just go along and, oh, isn't this lovely? And that's what the Ko. Oh, isn't this lovely? I'm just having a stroll, nothing to lose, everything to gain. Nowadays, I hear picnic Ko, which is very similar. So starting the Ko sure seems reasonable to me. White continues on towards life, which was not Sente, good, and black plays away. Okay, this black move makes it awfully hard for white to come in, but easy for white to have life. Let's look at the other way. Let's take the corner, which helps our life, which we would appreciate about now, helping our life. And let's say white goes and says, oh, you fool, I'll invade you now. Really? Which group are you going to defend? One of them's going to die. White doesn't have time to come in. So white would do some sort of defense, and black tidies up, and white would play here to fix cuts, and I'll fix cuts, not no eyes yet, but maybe one eye. Okay, let's stop it there. Had a number of minutes of looking at what it means to have specific reasons rather than generic, oh, it just looks good in general. I'm not saying those are bad moves, but if you want to get better, and we don't know if they're bad, it's all about the future. And it's fine to play a move that's all about the future, and I'm confident I can maneuver the future in my favor. Great. Then it's not a mistake, assuming you succeed. But if you play the practical move, you have already succeeded. That's the difference. Okay, guys, catch y'all later.